So a while ago, I tweeted out a picture of my amazing, well, at least I think it is, amazing custom Amiibo shelf, which holds an entire, complete 100% collection of all the figures. Yes, this does not include the Amiibo cards. I'm working on that. But Nintendo of America actually retweeted that tweet, so it blew up naturally, and I got a bunch of replies asking me, yo, Alex, CND, bro, dude, how do you make that? And where did you get those shelves? And why are you so awesome and handsome? And oh my God. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this magnificent Amiibo shelf right here. And honestly, it did not cost that much at all. All right, so supplies you're going to need. Number 1, of course, some Amiibo. Number 2, a shelf. Any will do. 3, toothpicks. 4, some foam. And 5, you're going to need some type of cloth. And that's literally it. So I'm going to tell you exactly how you can make those and where to get all those supplies and whatnot, like how I did it. But honestly, you can do this to any shelf with various different materials, and I mean you can do whatever you want, but basically this is the idea behind these steps. First, you take some of this here foam. Now this was a lot, like as in quantity wise. Cost wise, this did not cost me but like, I don't know, somewhere around like $10 maybe, probably less. So go to Home Depot like I did, or Lowe's, or wherever you got something like that. You're gonna go to the insulation section. As you can see, these are literally about, what is that, like an inch, 3/4 of an inch thick little foam pieces. They come in these big sheets. Basically, this is meant to like put on like the back of a door or something so that like you insulate it somehow, or in walls. I don't know. I'm not a constructor. This isn't construction on the NES. I'm not Mario. Oh, you're also gonna want like a ruler and a razor blade and maybe a pencil, just some basic tools. I forgot about that. All right, so check it out. Underneath this little cloth here, we got a whole bunch of layers, right, of this foam, and it's not perfect, but the final result does look perfect. But basically, I think you can see where we're going here. These are reminiscence of when I made my own shelves beforehand. So find like a really big Amiibo. This one works really well, or a tall one, and you're gonna wanna use that as your measurement. So now, I don't know what type of foam you're gonna find out there. Probably not the exact same one I did, but what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna cut these into as long as you can, or you need little planks like this basically. Just a normal little box cutter razor blade works really well with this. I don't have a razor blade or toothpicks. I don't have the budget to go get that right now, but just imagine real quick. So you got a big piece like this, right? All right, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is get a plank like this cut out and made. Now make sure it's you have enough room this way for the Amiibo. Don't worry about up or down yet, but just at least this way, right? Once you get one of these long pieces cut out, and you just you don't measure it to how long you need it for your shelf to fit, and then go in a little bit because you don't want it, or actually no, go off a little bit. It depends. Just make sure you have enough room one way or the other. But then once you get one of these, then you can take one of your bigger pieces and use this as a stencil basically. So what I would do is I would put this down onto another one, and I would just cut along that way, and I would have another one. So use the pieces to your advantage to cut out and to make more of them. Once you get a whole crap ton of these pieces, you can start to stack them up on each other, right? Boom, boom, boom. I think about 4 or 5 of these was the perfect height, right? And then you take some of the other ones, right, that are cut with the same length, but not the same depth. So you want to put those down first, then these down, however you do it, right? Once you construct it all, right, into your shelf that you want, as you can see, you can have 2 different steps and whatnot, put them down, layer it up, make sure it works right. You want them so that they clear the step. I mean, the point of the steps is so that you can fully see the other one, but you don't want it like way up here. You want it down here so that it's close together. You can see everything. You want max wow factor when you see it. It looks like huge, right? Once you have them all stacked up, obviously take your toothpicks and just poke them in there all around to seal it together. I mean, you could also use like a glue stick or something else, but like honestly, I feel like that's all you really need is toothpicks. The whole thing is very fragile, is very light. I have successfully moved with it though. And then the last step is to put it on your shelf and then take a cloth of any sort and just drape it over. Now that one right there, that white is kind of stretchy, silky material. I got that from a Joann fabric store, but I think they went out of business. I don't know, you go to Hobby Lobby, go to any fabric store, ask the old nice little lady to cut you out just a huge, big thing. You want it a lot bigger than you think. Trust me, okay? Some of these fabrics can be really thin, so you might have to double over, which is totally fine. That's what I did there. If it's too long, you can always cut it yourself. Doesn't really matter. But no, have some extra. If you can see, I have a little bit of the extra hanging off the end there, which I kind of think looks cool. It's kind of like a little display or whatever. Oh, and then if you want to do the exact same shelf that I did, those are at IKEA. I will put a link down below. They're only 20 bucks. There's even ones that are a little bit shorter, so if your collection isn't as large as mine, you can do a smaller one. But again, you can put this onto any shelf you want. It doesn't matter. Foam, cut it up, use your Amiibo to measure, use other pieces of foam as like a straight edge to do it all or whatever. Get a vacuum, you might get foam pieces everywhere, I know I did. And yeah, drape your fabric over it, tuck it in the back. I actually took more toothpicks, or you can get push pins and you can put them into the back of it. But again, just be very careful because the foam could like fall apart or snap very easily. So yeah, just be careful with that. Doesn't matter if it's perfectly lined up, if everything is cut correctly, because once you drape the thing over and you start putting Amiibos on there, you cannot tell a difference at all. You could try this with black fabric maybe, that can make it pop differently, or a color. It doesn't matter, it's up to your imagination. But again, those shelves I will link down below. Those long ones are only 20. There's a shorter one that's only 10. They're from IKEA, super cheap, reliable, mounted on the wall for maximum awesomeness. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a like if it helped out at all. Please, if anyone makes this or anything similar to it, send me pictures on Twitter. You can tweet at me at @officialCND. Also, if you want to see a video about the stories behind lots of these Amiibos and why the heck I spent thousands of dollars to collect them all, click right here. You can watch that video. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. Also, subscribe. Check out some other videos. Whatever you want. Yeah. You're looking pretty good today. Did I tell you? Ooh. Look good. Look good. Tweet me. I want to see your pictures. All right. I'm out.